What's up guys, BTappinHD here, and tonight we're going to be looking at the top 5 most anticipated games of 2016. Disclaimer, if your future favorite game is not on this list, post it in the comments below and I will add it to the section at the end of this video dedicated to games that I mistakenly missed when making this list. Unlike conventional top 5 lists, I'm going to kick it off by starting out with the top game for the list. That game is No Man's Sky. This is by far the most exciting and anticipated game since it was announced at PlayStation's E3 event. The vision of No Man's Sky is to allow the player to experience an infinite number of stars, planets, and galaxies, planets of which we can actually land on and explore. It has also been told that we were able to fight weird creatures and gather resources on those planets. Speaking of weird creatures, every planet and animal you see is uniquely generated. I can see how it would get addicting exploring the galaxies, looking for the strangest and weirdest planet to claim as your own. There may also be space battles, which I sure as hell hope they find a way to code into the game. That way if someone rams my X-36 wing, don't steal the name of my spaceship, I'll be able to shoot them down with my laser. Next, at a well-deserved number 2 spot, is Uncharted 4. If you're solely on PC or Xbox and haven't played the Uncharted series yet, get the Nathan Drake collection, and then you can see the awesomeness of undoubtedly the best designed linear storylines. Naughty Dog has always done a great job of balancing a great story with constantly shotgunning, blowing up, shoot 'em up, killing, slap 'em up, owning multiple waves of bandits, and having a sense of accomplishment with every progression in the story. Based on their good history with The Last of Us, Uncharted 3, and Uncharted 2, I cannot second guess they will have something really exciting waiting for us with Uncharted 4. At number 3 is a fantasy game's ultimate strategy fantasy. This is Total War Warhammer, quite possibly the most anticipated strategy game of 2016. What Warhammer does is it combines the best aspects of the Warhammer universe and blends them with the epic battle engine used in games like Total War Rome and Empire Total War. It is truly the best outcome that could have developed out of an orgy between a game developer and a fantasy bookworm. This game will include Warhammer factions such as orcs with their ugly nature, the goblins with their creepy spider armies, arachnids, the Empire with their mega human army, the dwarves with their intricate engineering creations, and the undead with their countless number of undead warriors. Unfortunately, a lot of hype for this game is being destroyed by bad business practices on the part of Sega. They left out the Force of Chaos out of the game and are issuing them as payable DLC. Creative Assembly also seems to have left out the elves and may end up releasing them as a payable DLC. Don't let them rip these factions out of the game to sell. Shame, Sega. Do whatever you have to do. Throw your controller at them, send them a bunch of broken computers so they're forced to pay money to recycle them like in California. Do something for the Empire. And are you ready for number 4? Yes you are. Dark Souls 3. It is going to be the next game in line for the Dark Souls series. How it will change from Dark Souls 2 is it will have less maps for campaigning, and instead it will create larger maps that are interconnected between different story levels. From Software is doing this because it will encourage exploring within the campaign. From 2 to 3 they will also be improving the combat system in Dark Souls 3, faster and fluid, making it more fun to be on edge while fighting a mega monster from the depths of the Dark Souls universe. This game is 3 years in development, and players are hoping this is a Dark Souls that properly carries the legacy of Dark Souls 1. We'll just have to wait and see. The final game on the list, at number 5, just may be one of the most interesting Far Cry games ever released. This is Far Cry Primal. Since its initial announcement in October of 2015, the game has gotten mixed feedback. I love the idea of the game. It is set somewhere around 15,000 years ago when Earth was icy and there was a lot of really big and dangerous animals roaming the plains. This game might quite possibly have the most beautiful and natural world out of any game, only because there aren't a bunch of remnants of humans around every corner in the landscape. Not that I have anything against humans, this game will just give us an insight of a world untouched by civilization. I'm super excited about this title and what gameplay, the factions, weapons, and interesting stories it could offer based on its current time period. Well, that concludes it for tonight. Make sure to subscribe because I will be posting a top 5 most anticipated list for strategy games, first-person shooters, open-world games, and many others. If you saw that your favorite game wasn't on this list, post it in the comments below, and I'll add an annotation on this section of the video with the game's title. If I made any mistakes, feel free to comment below, but don't dislike, I swear. I'll see you guys later, and I hope I did a good job making this video, or your video, and I made this video open source. Thanks for your time, and as always, have a good night.